for which it stands,
indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. Cindy, you call our roll.
Board Member Carol Connery.
Present.
Board Member David Gardella.
Present.
Board Member Tony Gatliff.
Present.
Board Member Mark Mariano. Board Member Gerald Wizawati.
Present.
Alternate Board Member Matt Dixon.
Present.
Vice Chair Jane Mason Goldman.
Present.
Chair Mike Kelly.
Here.
City Manager Kyle Riefler.
Here. Thank you. First item on our agenda is the approval of our June 26, 2025 Board of Adjustment public meeting minutes. We have them attached to our agenda. Had a chance to look them over. I'll entertain a motion to approve. Or if there's any changes, feel free to tell us. We make those changes. Motion. Go ahead. Second. David? Yes, I'll second. Okay. All in favor of approving the minutes as reported, please say aye. Aye. Opposed? Motion carries. For the sake of the audience, we have 5 of us up here, and we have 1 gentleman on Zoom. So, Jerry, welcome. Can you hear us okay?
I do fine, Mike. Thank you.
6 of us up here with 1 on Zoom. So, if you're fine and you can hear, we'll talk to you during the roll calls. Anyone's going to talk tonight, would you please stand up, raise your right hand, and let the city clerk swear you in.
Do you solemnly declare or affirm that the testimony you are about to give in this proceedings is the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
I do. Thank you. I'm now going to go over briefly the review of our rules and procedures. The method we follow is that I will read the variance request, after which Kyle will make a report on the behalf of the city, and then if there's any other people that he would choose to have comments from or make a report about as in terms of consultants, it will happen at that time. After that, the applicant is welcome to come to the podium and make a statement, or an applicant's representative. After that, we will have open discussion both amongst the board and with the people in the audience. And then it is our duty to vote on a series of criteria questions. We think this is total 7, instead of 6. After which we will entertain a motion on the variance and a second, and then we will go ahead and have a roll call vote. At this time, I want to go ahead and mention that number 25, or variance request number 2502 at 3115 Tiffany Drive, Bel Air Beach, is for James and Paula Paxton. There are 2 variances coming up. The first of which, the variance is for the purpose of this, and the purpose of the request is to allow a variance of 2 feet 6 inches from the minimum side setback of 10 feet allowed by city code. Kyle, if you'd like to elaborate on that, the floor is yours.
Yes, sir. Thank you. Kyle Riefler, City Manager of Bel Air Beach. So this came in as a permanent application for an addition to the side of the house, which includes a garage, and the permanent application is included as part of the materials for the packet. And I'm sure that the property owner has a presentation for how the setback is encroached by the project. But I just wanted to clarify that as part of this permanent application, it proposes that that there'll be an encroachment of the side setback, which for this lot, which is lot 33 of Belle Isle 33, the side setback is set at 10 feet. So the project, as you'll see in the plan, it will encroach that setback. So the variance request is asking for a variance of 2 feet 6 inches into that side setback.
Thank you.
Would you like me to discuss the other variance request or just this one first?
Go ahead.
Would you like me to address the other variance
Yeah,
request?
at the same time.
Okay, sure. So the second variance request, this was actually noted when the application for the addition was submitted. This was already in existence, and it involved the front setback, which is a 25-foot setback. So it was discovered that the actual the front porch of the existing structure approximately encroaches the front setback by 1 foot 10 inches. So this is already encroaching, and this was caught on the permit review, and because they had a variance application, and we thought it would be beneficial for them to get this variance request.
So we're going to piggyback it together.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. We'll vote on them separately, but we'll go ahead and discuss them individually. Mr. Paxton or Mr. Ross, both of you gentlemen, if you'd like to come to the podium, you're more than welcome to make the presentation.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. We have a brief PowerPoint. I don't think this is going to take too long, and I will not belabor it. Obviously, we're happy to answer any questions. I do have hard copies if any of you would like a hard copy. If that's easier for you. Okay, I'm going to approach, if that's all right. Sure.
Thank you.
Okay, Mr. Chair, Brian Ungst, 625 Court Street, Clearwater. I'm at Farley, Ferguson, and McMullen here on behalf of the Paxtons, Jim and Paula Paxton, the owners of 3115 Tiffany Drive. There are two variance requests before you today. This is an aerial of the property. You are very familiar with hardships related to pie-shaped lots in the beautiful city of Bel Air Beach, and this is a pie-shaped lot. As you know, side setbacks can be problematic because as you move from either the front to the rear or from the rear to the front, those property lines come in more like a triangle or a pie, and therefore they narrow. And so you don't have a consistent property line in terms of a dimensional setback. You have a narrowing of the setback, and that is the case here as it relates to an addition that Mr. Paxton is planning for his home. And I will show you that in a moment, but I did want to just reiterate what are the two specific variance requests. The first one is for a reduction to the side setback to 7 feet 6 inches where 10 feet is required, so a 2 foot 4 inch reduction. For an addition of a garage, and they're also adding an ADA bathroom and an elevator for Mrs. Paxton, who has some mobility issues and some medical conditions, and that is the nature of why this addition is being done. The second variance is really an existing porch that's been there since 1978 that on review encroaches into the front 25-foot setback by 1 foot 10 inches. So that's just a cleanup. That's not being added, that's there. It was permitted, so I would argue it's grandfathered. But the staff said, just for the record, since you're coming in for the side setback, go ahead and get the front setback approved so that it's on record. And years from now, when new owners are looking at it, they'll understand clearly what was approved and what happened, and it will be legally established as opposed to grandfathered. So this slide shows you the improvement. If you look at the right-hand side of the screen, you will see this darker shaded wall. That is a single-car garage. To the rear of that, you will see a new ADA compliant shower, and that again is to allow for Mr. and Mrs. Paxton to have better mobility as they age gracefully and in place. They would like to stay in this home as long as the good Lord provides, and so they're planning for mobility and access. And so we have an ADA shower that's shown where the X is, and then on the left-hand side you'll see an elevator. And so this garage is essentially meant to open up directly, into access for the primary bedroom and to have that primary ADA compliant shower and restroom. And so again, you can see at the very bottom, as you move further back, the setback gets deeper and deeper, and right there, the closest encroachment, the absolute closest encroachment is 7 foot 6 inches, where 10 foot is required. So we do believe this was designed as a minimum setback required to meet the needs of Mrs. Paxton and Mr. Paxton as it relates to keeping them in their home and allowing them to have access and livability. Mr. Paxton has a significant history of developing properties and is a builder, and so he is very familiar with the variance criteria, and he's deliberately designed it to be the minimum encroachment that he could possibly get. That's a blown up image there. You can see the restroom towards the top of the screen, and then there's the elevator on the left-hand side, as I previously described. And again, it's to allow from entry from the vehicle to the home with direct access to the elevator. Okay, this is the front setback. So this is an existing porch. Again, it's there. It is only encroaching 1 foot 10 inches, and so this is calling it out here with circle. That is again just cleanup. Existed since 1978. It was permitted, and staff thought it would be good to clean that up while we come in for the side setback. So going through the approval criteria, the special condition to the property is that it is an irregular pie shape. Again, you're very familiar with variance requests as it relates to those types of properties with setbacks that are not uniform as it relates to the side lot narrowing. It is the minimum variance, as we discussed. It's only a 2 foot 4 inch variance, and that was deliberately designed by Mr. Paxton to be as minimal as he possibly could get to fit the single car garage or a single car garage in to access the primary bedroom and the restroom. It's no special privilege to allow the Paxtons to accommodate their medical needs and mobility issues and to stay in their home as long as they physically can. It's a garage that's typical of homes, so there's no special privilege or benefit that they're requesting here. The variance does not change the use. It's a single family home, and then of course we comply with any conditions set by the board and by the city, and it does not violate the comprehensive plan or land development code as it relates to chapter 62 or 74. And then those are the same criteria for the front. I'm not going to belabor the front. If you have any questions, I did want to just put into the record, Mr. Paxton has some text messages with his neighbors, Mike and Tara White, 3117 Tiffany Drive. They said it looks great, no problem. And Aubrey Greenberg and Luke Kubler at 3116 Tiffany Drive, they didn't object, they were just informational. So I'm going to put those into the record just so we have those. And you can see that Mr. Paxton was definitely transparent and reached out to the neighbors to make sure they understood what was going on and to answer any questions they had. And we haven't received any neighbor objections or concerns.
Is the address 3117, is that the property to the west road?
That's correct. Yeah, if I go back, let's see.
Lot 34.
I'll go back to the aerial. So, lot 34, that's 3117.
Okay, thank you.
The neighbors to the west of Mr. Paxton's home, are they one of the two neighbors that are fine with this?
The neighbors to the west, is this Mike and Tara, Jim?
They're 311.
Mm-hmm.
So if you stand now, look at the picture.
Speaking of the mic. Speaking of the mic.
There's a picture we're looking at right at the front driveway. They are to the left. The friends that gave me that text message. The ones to the right, and they haven't responded.
And they know what's going, they know what your application is?
Not everybody does. Everybody's out on the street walking the dogs and talking. And they're pretty private.
They haven't objected. They apparently don't communicate. So efforts have been made and no objections have been received. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. It's time for us to vote on the criteria questions, and the board each has a worksheet with all 6 or 7 of these questions. I will at this point publicly announce that I will be abstaining from this vote. My pool company, Kelly Pools, is contracted with Mr. and Mrs. Paxton for the demolition of the existing pool and the reconstruction of their new pool in their proposed project, so I have a conflict of interest. That being said, I'll go ahead and let our Vice Chairman, Jane Goldman, go ahead and start the questions, and I will just abstain on each vote. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you for such a great presentation, well done, well thought out. We're going to do 25-02 as the first variance request. We have to read the questions and we have to vote on all the questions. So number one, they demonstrated that special conditions or unique circumstances exist which are peculiar to land, structure, or building involved, which are not applicable to other similar structures or buildings in the same zoning district. Yes, the variance is approved. No, the variance is denied.
Mr. Gatliff?
Yes?
Ms. Connery?
Yes?
Mr. Dixon?
Yes.
Mr. Wizawati?
Yes.
Ms. Goldman?
Yes.
Mr. Gardella?
Yes.
Number two, they demonstrated that the variance requested is the minimum variance that will make possible the reasonable use of the land, building, or structure. Yes, variance is approved. No, variance is denied.
Mr. Gatliff?
Yes?
Mr. Gardella?
Yes.
Ms. Connery?
Yes?
Mr. Dixon?
Yes.
Mr. Wizawati?
Yes.
Ms. Goldman?
Yes. Number three, they demonstrated that granting the variance requested will not confer on the applicant any special privilege that is denied by this chapter. Yes, the variance is approved. No, the variance is denied.
Mr. Gatliff?
Yes?
Mr. Gardella?
Yes.
Ms. Connery?
Yes?
Mr. Dixon?
Yes.
Mr. Wizawati?
Yes.
Ms. Goldman?
Yes. Okay, number four, demonstrated that the variance requested does not change the use of the property from the use characteristics mandated for districts 1 and 2 in sections 30-51 and 94-252 and Article 4, Division 3 of this chapter.
Mr. Gatliff?
Yes?
Mr. Gardella?
Yes.
Ms. Connery?
Yes?
Mr. Dixon?
Yes.
Mr. Wizawati?
Yes.
Ms. Goldman?
Yes. They will comply fully with additional conditions and safeguards which the Board of Adjustment may prescribe, including but not limited to reasonable time limits within which the action for such a variance is required should it commence and or be completed. Yes, the variance is approved. No, the variance is denied.
Mr. Gatliff?
Yes?
Mr. Gardella?
Yes.
Ms. Connery?
Yes?
Mr. Dixon?
Yes.
Mr. Wizawati?
Yes.
Ms. Goldman?
Yes. Okay. 6, demonstrated that the variance requested does not violate any provision and requirements set forth in Chapter 62 and Chapter 74 of the City Code. Yes, the variance is approved. No, the variance is denied.
Mr. Gatliff?
Yes?
Mr. Gardella?
Yes.
Ms. Connery?
Yes?
Mr. Dixon?
Yes.
Mr. Wizawati?
Yes.
Ms. Goldman?
Yes. Last question. Such variance is not in conflict with the City of Bel Air Beach strategic plan. Yes, variance approved. No, variance denied.
Mr. Gatliff?
Yes?
Mr. Gardella?
Yes.
Ms. Connery?
Yes?
Mr. Dixon?
Yes.
Mr. Wizawati?
Yes.
Ms. Goldman?
Yes.
We'll now accept a request to approve or deny variance number 25-02. Floor is open.
I'll make a motion that we approve 25-02.
Thank you. Do we have a second?
Second.
Mr. Dixon, thank you. Kathy, if you'll call the roll.
Mr. Gatliff?
Yes.
Mr. Gardella?
Yes.
Ms. Connery?
Yes?
Mr. Dixon?
Yes.
Mr. Wizawati?
Yes.
Ms. Goldman?
Yes.
Mr. Kelly?
Abstaining. Variance approved, 601. Is that correct? Mr. Paxton, your variance number 1 is approved. We're going to go ahead, since you don't need a second presentation, go right on to a vote on the second.
Okay, for variance 25-03, we're going to do the same question. Number 1, demonstrated that special conditions or unique circumstances exist which are peculiar to the land structure or building involved and which are not applicable to other similar structures or buildings in the same zoning district. Yes, the variance is approved. No, the variance is denied.
Mr. Gatliff?
Yes.
Mr. Gardella?
Yes.
Ms. Connery?
Yes.
Mr. Dixon?
Yes.
Mr. Wizawati?
Yes.
Ms. Goldman?
Yes. Number 2, demonstrated that the variance requested is the minimum variance that will make possible the reasonable use of the land, building, or structure. Yes, the variance is approved. No, the variance is denied.
Mr. Gatliff?
Yes.
Mr. Gardella?
Yes.
Ms. Connery?
Yes.
Mr. Dixon?
Yes.
Mr. Wizawati?
Yes.
Ms. Goldman?
Yes. 3, it demonstrated that granting the variance requested will not confer on the applicant any special privilege that is denied by this chapter. Yes, the variance is approved. No, the variance is denied.
Mr. Gatliff?
Yes.
Mr. Gardella?
Yes.
Ms. Connery?
Yes.
Mr. Dixon?
Yes.
Mr. Wizawati?
Yes.
Ms. Goldman?
Yes. Okay, number 4, demonstrated that the variance requested does not change the use of the property from the use characteristics mandated for districts 1 and 2 in sections 30-51 and 94-252 in Article 4, Division 3 of this chapter. Yes, the variance is approved. No, the variance is denied.
Mr. Gatliff?
Yes.
Mr. Gardella?
Yes.
Ms. Connery?
Yes.
Mr. Dixon?
Yes.
Mr. Wizawati?
Yes.
Ms. Goldman?
Yes. Number 5, will comply fully with additional conditions and safeguards which the Board of Adjustment may prescribe, including but not limited to reasonable time limits within which the action for which a variance is required shall commence and or be completed. Yes, the variance is approved. No, the variance is denied.
Mr. Gatliff?
Yes.
Mr. Gardella?
Yes.
Ms. Connery?
Yes.
Mr. Dixon?
Yes.
Mr. Wizawati?
Yes.
Ms. Goldman?
Yes. 6, demonstrated that the variance requested does not violate any provision and requirements set forth in Chapter 62 and Chapter 74 of the City Code. Yes, the variance is approved. No, the variance is denied.
Mr. Gatliff?
Yes.
Mr. Gardella?
Yes.
Ms. Connery?
Yes.
Mr. Dixon?
Yes.
Mr. Wizawati?
Yes.
Ms. Goldman?
Yes. Last question. Such variance is not in conflict with the City of Bel Air Beach strategic plan. Yes, the variance is approved. No, the variance is denied.
Mr. Gatliff?
Yes.
Mr. Gardella?
Yes.
Ms. Connery?
Yes.
Mr. Dixon?
Yes.
Mr. Wizawati?
Yes.
Ms. Goldman?
Yes.
The chair will now entertain a motion on variance request 25-03. I move that we approve it. Thank you, Mr. Gatliff. Do we have a second?
Second.
Thank you, Mr. Dixon. Kathy, it's all yours.
Mr. Gatliff?
Yes.
Mr. Gardella?
Yes.
Ms. Connery?
Yes.
Mr. Dixon?
Yes.
Mr. Wizawati?
Yes.
Ms. Goldman?
Yes.
601 again. Mr. Paxton, your variance is approved. I want to thank you and Mr. Onks for coming this evening. We appreciate your presentation to help with the board. Mr. Onks, you're a veteran of Bel Air Beach variances, and we're glad to have you make these presentations on a regular basis that are thorough, and we wish you both the best of luck. Thank you, gentlemen.
Thank you so much.
Thank you all very much. Thank
We'll now move on to consideration of variance number 25-04 for a home at 3300 Hibiscus Drive West in Bel Air Beach. The purpose of this variance is for a variance of 3.4 feet from the minimum front setback of 25 feet allowed by city code. Cal, it's all yours.
Thank you, Chair. So this one is similar. This structure actually was determined to be substantially damaged, so this is an elevation project. And upon review of the permit, it was discovered from the property lines that there was an encroachment in the front setback. This house has been built since 1955. So the city was incorporated in 1950, so shortly after, when there wasn't very much code established. So up until this time that he's had to, he brought forth the project to elevate his house. We did not know of this encroachment, but it was discovered. We do have a clause in our code that is rebuilding after catastrophic loss, but unfortunately it did not. It precluded the front setback, so we could not use that to avoid this variance request. So the front corner of the house, which is the southern corner, is it encroaches the setback, and it encroaches by a distance of 3 feet 6 inches. So the variance request needed for this structure is 3 feet 6 inches into the front setback.
But this is not through any fault of the applicant.
It is not.
It was existing in the code on the application.
5 years.
Okay.
They're raising the existing structure?
Yes. So that corner of the house will be affected by the project, so it does involve the encroachment.
Any other board questions for Kyle? Now, Mr. Rourke, the floor is yours.
Good evening. Kind of wish I had a PowerPoint ready.
We'll help you, Doctor.
I'm just trying to raise my house up, in all honesty. I mean, I don't know what to say here. I'm just trying to raise my house up to make it so I don't ever have to flood again. Really. I had my neighbors, the Zabels, signed a letter saying it was okay. I wasn't impeding any visual from them, as well as Donna on the south side. I believe I gave that with my packet. Not sure what other information I can give. I have photos that I put in there. I bought the house like this. I'm just really trying to raise the whole house up so I don't ever flood.
Same footprint? Going up.
Same footprint, exactly the way it is. Nothing's moving, nothing's changing.
Got it. Basic, simple. We'll move on and help you out.
Okay, I appreciate it.
Any additional questions by the board? Anyone in the audience would like to speak? Mr. Zabel? Anybody care to speak? You're welcome.
Sir, not only didn't we just sign the letter, we actually helped him write that. And the idea was he has to get into FEMA compliance, and raising the house is the only way to do it. So that's what we recommended him. We have no problems with it. We approve and heartily recommend that you grant the variance.
Thank you, Captain Zabel. Good report.
Anytime.
Okay. We'll go ahead and start the criteria questions. Vice Chair Goldman, it's yours again.
Okay, here we go. Okay. First one, demonstrate that special conditions or unique circumstances exist which are peculiar to the land, structure, or building involved, and which are not applicable to other similar structures or buildings in the same zoning district. Yes, the variance is approved. No, the variance is denied.
Mr. Gatliff?
Yes.
Mr. Gardella?
Yes.
Ms. Connery?
Yes.
Mr. Dixon?
Yes.
Mr. Wizawati?
Yes.
Ms. Goldman?
Yes.
Mr. Kelly?
Yes.
2, demonstrated that the variance requested is the minimum variance that will make possible the reasonable use of the land, building, or structure. Yes, the variance is approved. No, variance is denied.
Mr. Gatliff?
Yes.
Mr. Gardella?
Yes.
Ms. Connery?
Yes.
Mr. Dixon?
Yes.
Mr. Wizawati?
Yes.
Ms. Goldman?
Yes.
Mr. Kelly?
Yes.
demonstrated that granting the variance requested will not confer on the applicant any special privilege that is denied by this chapter. Yes, the variance is approved. No, the variance is denied.
Mr. Gatliff?
Yes.
Mr. Gardella?
Yes.
Ms. Connery?
Yes.
Mr. Dixon?
Yes.
Mr. Wiswati?
Yes.
Ms. Goldman?
Yes.
Mr. Kelly?
Yes.
Demonstrated that the variance requested does not change the use of the property from the use characteristics mandated for Districts 1 and 2 in Sections 30-51 and 94-252 and Article 4, Division 3 of this chapter. Yes, variance approved. No, variance denied.
Mr. Gatliff?
Yes.
Mr. Gardella?
Yes.
Ms. Connery?
Yes.
Mr. Dixon?
Yes.
Mr. Wiswati?
Yes.
Ms. Goldman?
Yes.
Mr. Kelly?
Yes.
Okay, 5, will comply fully with additional conditions and safeguards which the Board of Adjustment may prescribe, including but not limited to reasonable time limits within which the action for which a variance is required shall commence and or be completed. Yes, the variance is approved. No, the variance is denied.
Mr. Gatliff?
Yes.
Mr. Gardella?
Yes.
Ms. Connery?
Yes.
Mr. Dixon?
Yes.
Mr. Wiswati?
Yes.
Ms. Goldman?
Yes.
Mr. Kelly?
Yes.
6, demonstrated that the variance requested does not violate any provision and requirements set forth in Chapter 62 and Chapter 74 of the City Code. Yes, variance approved. No, variance denied.
Mr. Gatliff?
Yes.
Mr. Gardella?
Yes.
Ms. Connery?
Yes.
Mr. Dixon?
Yes.
Mr. Wiswati?
Yes.
Ms. Goldman?
Yes.
Mr. Kelly?
Yes.
7, such variance is not in conflict with the City of Bel Air Beach strategic plan. Variance approved is yes. No, variance denied.
Mr. Gatliff?
Yes.
Mr. Gardella?
Yes.
Ms. Connery?
Yes.
Mr. Dixon?
Yes.
Mr. Wiswati?
Yes.
Ms. Goldman?
Yes.
Mr. Kelly?
Yes. The chair will now entertain a motion for variance request 25-04.
I make a motion that we approve.
Second. Go ahead, Kathy.
Mr. Gatliff?
Yes.
Mr. Gardella?
Yes.
Ms. Connery?
Yes.
Mr. Dixon?
Yes.
Mr. Wiswati?
Yes.
Ms. Goldman?
Yes.
Mr. Kelly?
Yes. Patrick, your motion is approved. Outstanding, Joe. Well done, well done. While we're all here, Kyle, because this is the point where we move on to any other information or questions. The Rourkes and the Zabels being a couple of the first few that will be going up. Notice on number 5 of our questions, it says, we, the board, can put on, but not limit to, time limits. Isn't this whole thing dictated by the county once you review it as to how long they take to approve these, and then the time limit for actual construction where their contractor is more directly involved?
Yeah, there's a lot of moving parts with using the counties for their services. So, yeah, it's very depending on the permits. It's pretty complex to elevate a structure, so I would recommend not putting time limit on this because there's a complication involved for the permitting. You're looking at probably 18 months at least.
18 months of construction or
Construction from start of the issuance of the permit.
issuance of the permit?
Yeah.
Okay. I was explaining to Patrick and to Mike that 2 doors down from me today on Hibiscus, the neighbor is tearing down the house. I don't know how long it took him to get his county permit, but it's coming down, or a portion is coming down, because we're told he's going up, he's elevating the house. I think you're probably familiar with it.
I think that's a demo rebuild.
Is it really?
Yes. But it's slightly different. They're not going to elevate the existing, they're just going to demolish, but it can use the programs.
Right now, the track goes inside, tearing everything internally out. I didn't know if he was trying to save the footprint of the outside, or what Patrick and Mike are going to do.
Yes. They adjust the inside of the house and modify it before they elevate.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Okay, so you're gonna leave the walls, presumably?
That's what I understand, but he probably knows a lot more about it than I do.
Is that what normally happens, guys?
Well, they're digging under and raising the entire house the way it is. On our project.
Your contract?
Yeah, actually, yeah, I'll approach.
Yeah, Mike, come on up.
Sure. Mike Zabel, 3320 Hibiscus Drive West.
Yeah, what's going on right now is we were lucky. We have our permit request in approximately last week of July, and we were allowed to proceed, last week of June, we were allowed to proceed forward in the permit process the first week of July. We were told at the time from county permitting, they were hoping they can get us through in 5 weeks. Right now, it's being held because they have discussions with the actual contractor going back and forth on the structural support at the bottom. What goes on is the company will come in, and where you see your exact foundation, that foundation is edged out on the outside. They come in, excavate underneath, and raise the entire foundation approximately 4 feet. At that time, we kind of shift gears a little bit. Now it's fully manual. They're in there just shoveling out dirt. They will then go in and install I-beams throughout the entire foundation. They'll support underneath the foundation. And then going down, they're digging the holes for the structural supports and preparing for the rebar for another foundation. Once those two components are set, they have enough strength in the foundation, they will lift to the final height. Once at the final height, that's when they install the full supports, the poles, everything underneath it. So you have basically 2 sets of foundations, the upper, the original, and now the ground floor structure itself. It's quite involved.
And approximately how much time did they estimate it's going to take? This?
Roughly anywhere from 3 to 4 months once they approve the contract. The problem now is getting enough qualified workers on site, teams, the construction management portion of it. It's all logistics. It'd be nice if you had full-time crew immediately ready to go. Yeah, we could push it. But since they don't, they're borrowing from other crews in the local area, it does take time. Now, during those 2 lift ports, we are out of the house for these 2 one-week periods because you can't be inside the house while it's lifting. Otherwise, we continue to occupy the house. And we asked very specifically because we needed to rebuild the inside of our house quickly. That's where it took us over the 50%. We asked them, will this change or will we see any crack in the foundation, the floors, the walls? And they said no. Because obviously the multiple points, there's well over 100 lift points being used, coordinated through a central series of gauges, as well as the I-beams that stress from the entire length and the width of the house to stop any lateral or horizontal movement.
How'd you find your contractor?
Patrick, actually. We've taken Patrick's lead on both.
I haven't. Sorry.
Yeah, go ahead.
I actually had a client using them out on Treasure Island. So, yeah, they do a lot of houses. They do a lot in New Orleans. So.
There's a house.
Stay there a second. Kyle, you think you're going to see a lot of this happen in Bel Air Beach?
We have a lot of projects submitted. So, thinking elevations, I can think of between 5 and 10.
We're probably the first ones to get this.
You guys were the first.
Yeah, and across the street, they signed as well.
Okay.
It's a long process that we're working through.
But this particular contractor, Patrick, had been in the area.
Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah, they do a lot. They did a lot in Fort Myers the last couple of years.
Okay.
Yeah,
Katie's going to come help you.
So.
Go ahead.
Even Everest.
If you're,
We know.
Lochner,
It's okay.
3320. If you're interested, I've been watching one of the houses up in Harbor Hills over here that's being lifted. I go by that every couple of weeks, and I've been taking pictures of it as it's gone from the 4 foot to the 12 foot and stuff. And yeah, it's quite interesting. But so we've been trying to keep an eye on that. That's being done by the same company. So.
You can witness what's going on right in your own backyard.
Yep, exactly.
Great. So Kyle, you think there's gonna be more and more and more of them coming our way?
I've never seen one in Bella Beach, so we're gonna see at least 5. Yeah, I mean, right now, I want to say close to 20 total demo, whether it's an elevator or a demo rebuild, projects that are going to come up into code. About half of them are proposed for elevation.
Just curious, any of the 2 projects related to the Elevate Florida? Are you getting any, grants or anything like that?
No, absolutely not. Problem with Elevate Florida, we investigated it pretty thoroughly, is
You have to use their contractors.
first of all, you get your contractors, you're subject to their quality, and it's not what you want. And then you have to basically stand in the line once the process, I don't even think it's open for applications at this point. Then you're at there and for funding. Given a hurricane season, which we're already in, the potential is we're going to get hit. So we decided to basically take the hit, pay the cost ourselves. However, and get this out there if you can, well, maybe, I don't know, it's able to. Small Business Administration, it's a misnomer, they manage a loan program that you can apply for funding for stuff like this.
So I've the one who's been doing it a lot with it's through the small business. It's called the Disaster Assistance Loan. And so we applied for that and had to go back and forth a whole lot of times. We just got our first draw from that program. But we were able to, put the cost of the lift up to, and the repair of the house up to $500K into repair, and then the remainder goes into mitigation. Mitigation is funded at 20% of cost, whereas your repair is 100% on your loan, on this loan. And I got the 30-year loan for 2.8%. So through the small business, and you don't start paying on it for 1 year. So my first payment will be 1 July next year.
So you've already got the check, or the check's coming close?
I've got the initial little tiny check that they give you, but you have to put all your receipts in. So I've been putting all these receipts of everything we've paid already. And I've just got to get one more check from my bank. I couldn't pull it off online. So get that, and once I hit that, then they'll dump almost the rest of it into us, so we're ready to pay for the different payments we have to make with the company for lifting the different payments.
So is your goal to go ahead and get both of your homes, since they're right next door to each other, done at the same time?
Super.
And there's also the neighbor across the street, these contractors with Modern Movers as well.
Wow.
But that's a little bit further down the line.
And off of Gulf and Morgan, that Lewis Greenhouse, they're also have contractors going up, and they just got their drawings.
Okay.
But just to let you know, we signed the contract back in October, end of October for this. And so Kyle, we worked with Kyle a lot on this, going back and forth. You know how long it's taken us to get drawings done, to be able to come through Bel Air Beach, to get the permit, approved here to go over to county. And we're almost through county now. So it is a long process.
5 weeks through the county is a miracle. I get them done in 4 just for a pool, and I'm excited.
Yeah.
You're getting a whole house done in 5. That's outstanding. Patrick, did your client down in Treasure Island actually start his construction? Was it pre-hurricane, or was it caused by hurricane?
No, he was doing it pre-hurricane.
Oh, okay.
He's finished. Yeah, he's wrapped up. So once they get started, they move fast.
I'm sure those guys will be really busy in Treasure Island, because that place really got it.
There's a lot. There's actually a few companies, I think, in St. Pete that are doing this.
Yeah, Isle of Capri and Isle of Palms down there, hit real hard.
Yes.
So, well, thank you for all the information.
No, I appreciate it. Thank you so much.
Any other information or questions by the board? Kelly, David?
No, I'm in the same boat. We got flooded. We're substantially a repetitive loss zone. We looked into raising the home 5 years ago. Didn't do it. And now we didn't go with Elevate Florida. We went went through all the paperwork with them, but then they wanted us to give them about $3,000 before we even got approved. And so if we do it, we're going to be using our own resources and not Elevate Florida, because you have to use their contract. We don't want to where we are. Good luck.
Thank you, sir.
Is there any other topics or questions that come before the board? Mr. Wizawada, you out there? Wake up, Jerry. Nope. We good? Jerry, thanks for joining us tonight. I don't know if you can hear us.
I think he's muted.
He's unmuted. Okay, that's fine. Hello? Jerry, thanks for joining us tonight. It's okay. We'll entertain a motion to adjourn. We stand adjourned. Thank you.
Al, thank you very much for that.
Recording stopped.
Perfect. Thanks. Congratulations. Glad you got it. So